All right, here we go. Rate the super time. Let's do it. Start off at the very beginning. I'm like, is this a mystery character? And this is literally random. I was like, who the hell? All right, rock super number 1. It's Raging Storm. All right, it's fine. It's like a 6, okay? Of course, you know, you get your level 1s and the level 2s are just level 1s but bigger. It's like a 6.5, you know, the classic. Another classic. You know, this one's like a 4. Like a 4. And the big one. I've always liked this super a lot. This super's always been cool to me. This super's an 8, dude. Always has been like an 8 out of 10. I love it. SPG super. These are the ones we're here for. And I'll be real, I'm gonna give this one like a 6. It's hard to really see, like him doing Power Geyser is cool, but I don't really see what happens to Terry. And it sort of lacks that like punch and impact, you know? I like it, but I actually like his number 5 ball forward kick super even better. It's Terry time. Oh God, I have no meter. It's Terry time. Power Geyser's really fast. Let's give that a 4. And then... And now we're talking. Now this is like a 7, all right? Now it's like a 7. Okay, they made Buster Wolf look way better now. Now I think that's also, like, no shit, like a 7 Buster Wolf. I like this one. Boom! Like, damn, it's big as hell, boy. Damn, dude, it's huge. I'm giving this an 8. I kind of love it. I kind of love it. Bitch thinks he's Captain America. The Terry Tornado. 9? I don't know, man. I think it's better than Rocks, but it's still, like, lacking a bit. Turning, like, Power Geyser into a tornado? Yeah, it's like a reference to the old animes. I get it. But it's one of those situations, again, where it, like, lacks a final impact. I'm still giving it a 6. I'm gonna be real. I'm giving it a 6. Something about the Rocks and Terry sort of lacks an impact in a way. Vox. Man, I forgot what this dude's supers are. That's a cool super. It's like a 6.5-ish. What's the big one like? I'll give it a 6. Oh man, I'm giving this an 8. This is cool. This is cool. I like it. Moonsault kicks, I'm not feeling nearly as much. I'll give that like 5. And he just does a little bit more. It gets like a 6, you know? About a 6, yes? Yeah, I get it. It's Grant references, but, you know, how cool are they? Music's a nice touch. Not bad. I'll give it a 7. I think it's pretty good. It's his best super, that's for sure. Yeah, this one just feels like a few special moves. I might give this one like a 4. And he adds a kick, so it turns into a 5. Okay. It's a 2. It's a 2. Might be logistically amazing, but it's still a 2. It's a setup super. They naturally don't get good ratings. That one also kind of lacks impact in some ways too, right? I'll give that like a 7. Yeah, some of the level 3s just sort of have like a missing impact. However, I think Vox's level 3, or his big SPG super, had a cool final hit. It had a really good final hit. Birdman! Oh. Oh. There we go. Is that his level 1? Not a bad level 1. Like a 7? Seven and a half, maybe an 8. I'll give it an 8. That one's like a 3. 3 hits, 3 for 3 hits. Okay, now this one feels like a nice flurry, right? I'll give that one a 6. No kidding. Is it 6 for 6 hits? I'm not even paying attention. Is this an anti-air super? No, it's not. I don't think I've seen this in a hell of a long time. Oh no, I wanted more! Oh no, we gently let him down? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I'll give it a 6, man. That was mega anticlimactic. Not bad. 6 out of 10, you know? That one is dope. I'm giving this one an 8. I actually really like this one. Cool. I'll give it a 6. Just a little bit higher and a different color, right? I'll still also give it a 6. Dude, Tizox with low health. All right, this better be different. If this isn't any different, we're going into sub mode for the rest of the night. All right, you ready? Here we go. Damn, chat, you're lucky. You lucky bastards. You stupid lucky bastards. Suddenly it's a 9 out of 10. Actually, I'd argue it's a 10. You stupid lucky bastards. It turned into a 10. Do you know how lucky you are? The smoke coming off of the back and shit. All right, it's like an 8, you know? I'll give it like an 8. I have a feeling this chick's gonna be really good. I don't know. Not bad. 6, you know? Literally added 1 extra. I think it's still a 6, dude. 1 extra hit did not add more points for me. The classic. Yeah. I think it's also still a 6 out of 10. This one get a more cinematic. It's mostly the same thing. Okay, so yeah, across the board, you know, her level 1s are pretty much 6s, but her SPG. I'm gonna pray your dude. She massaged your ass to death. Not bad. I'll give it a 7. I think it's a 7.5. I'm not gonna give it an 8, bro. 7.5. Yeah, the fire effects are okay, but man, is it pretty straightforward. I'll give this one like a 4. This one's much better. This one's like a 6. Like about a 6. The classic. And, you know, this is a 6 as well. Kinda cool. It's the same. About the same. About a 6. There it is. Damn. God damn. All right, there was a lot of effort. I'm gonna argue it's also a 10 next to Tizok, okay? There was a lot of effort. Goonerism aside, you know, yeah, they leaned pretty hard. I've kind of seen a few things of Salvatore Fettuccini and Shitty McSocks a lot. I've heard nothing but bad things. So, let's go. Oh, it's a counter super. Oh, shit. It's like a 5, maybe a 4. That's a little bit better. This one's maybe like, what the hell? The first one was like maybe a 2, and this one goes up to a 4. Okay, that's why I've now retconned the previous one. 5. Is it me? No, it's not me. Jesus Christ. I would never look or act like this. I'm a very serious person, and I love balls. It's so wacky, dude. It's so wacky it goes to a 7. I hate it. I hate it that it's so wacky it goes to a friggin' 7. It's so nuts, bro. I'm not giving it a 10. It's literally the super. I'm giving it a 9. He's happy about it. See, he's thrilled. Did you see how happy he was with that rating? He's like, bro, I'm just glad to be here. I forgot. Not bad. I'll give it a, that's not a bad level 1. I'll give it a 6. Yeah, I give it like actually a 7. Okay. Not the worst. Oh, this one's a little too basic. Is it from distance? His glasses got knocked off. That one's like a 3. That's better. Yeah, it's like a 6. Dude, look at this guy's walk cycle. Oh my god, look at his walk cycle, bro. Look at his incredible idle animation. Incredible. SPG time. So the ending's the best part. The ending's the best part, okay? So I think it's like an 8 because the ending is legit good. But my dude, how much of the super are we just like waiting for shit to happen? I agree. Look at Fettuccini over here. He's like, right? Yeah, I'm giving it an 8. If it wasn't for the last shot, dude, it would not be nearly as highly rated. Not bad. It's like a 5. 5.5. 4. Oh, that's much better, right? That one's much better. That one's actually like a 7. 7. Actually, I'll give it an 8. No kidding. I actually like that one. A lot of tornadoes in this game. Okay, the last part's cute. Okay, last part's cute. It's still an 8, you know? It's an 8 out of 10. I notice how many tornadoes are in this game, dude. Shogoken, 4. Ooh, it goes up to a 6. Okay. Big uppercut. Yeah, but I also give it a 4. Oh, I kind of love this. Damn, bro. He goes up, and then he goes up again. I thought he was gonna land and do another one. Hell no, none of that sure you rep a horse shit. Boom, boom, and it keeps going. That might be one of my favorite like non-SPG supers in the game. I think it's like a 9. I was actually flabbergasted where it went, and I did not expect it to go that way. All right. Ultra! That one's cool. Damn, oh, damn, bro. I'm giving it a 9. It's a good super. The pose at the end really does it. Pose sells it, dude. Jenny. Okay. Yeah. 5. Another 5. The rating did not change. Okay, this one's a 6. Jesus, we're way up here now. Okay, it goes up to a 7. That just kept going. I am not entirely sure what the projectiles are. I have to watch it again. Yeah, are they cannonballs from her ship? Are they hidden missiles? Are they aura, torpedoes, chanclas? Are they her chanclas? I'm giving it an 8. It's got a lot of pizzazz, but I'm a little confused by what I'm looking at. Okay, Kevin. Okay, explosive guy. All right, I'll give it a 5. Okay, adding the shotgun shell is pretty cool. I'm giving it a 7. Damn! Mostly a utility super, but it's a 4. Damn, brother! Damn. That one might go up to an 8. No kidding. Oh no. I feel like it held on the items for too long, dude. And then it just kind of ended. This one's really close to being mad good, but it's ruined by pacing. Okay, yeah. We hang on this for way too long. It's a cool idea, but it ends up being like a 7 when I think it could have been a 10, which is unfortunate. It's a 7 that could have been a 10. We definitely needed a shot of him like with his back turned to the explosion or some shit. Something at the end of him like punching and like something, dude. That the Ralph thing, right? Because Ralph has that where he walks out of the fire and shit. He needed something in the end. And it falls mega flat. I might actually drop it to a 6. Hokutomaru. Is this from distance? Not really. That's a 3 out of 10. It was a different color, my dude. It's still a 3. All right, I'll go to 5. The Mai super, okay. I still think it's like a 5. You know, all things considered. More tornadoes, damn it. Not bad. 8 out of 10, okay? It's a not bad 8 out of 10. Fire does help. Damn, look at all these cool-ass secondary animations. Billy, I'll give you a 6. There you go. Still a 6. It'd still be a 6. This one's fun. Also a 6. Damn, all these animations, dude. better. I'd give that actually a 7. Whack. Oh, wow. I wanted another beat. I think I wanted one more thing to happen, you know? I think I was ready for like one more moment in the end. I'll give that one also a 7. No kidding. Also gets a 7. That's just a big hit. 3. That's 2 big hits. Let's give it a 5. Yeah, he does. The classic Kim. Not bad. That's a 5 out of 10. Okay, that really kept going. Let's give it a 6. Yeah, dude, some of these supers, so I'll give it an 8. It should have been a 9. A couple of criticisms. The electricity sort of gets lost in all the effects, right? We sort of lose what's happening. And then the final hit has the same issue as like the Rock Super and the Terry Super. The Rock Super and the Terry Super don't like land on one big hit or something in the moment. They just sort of like fade out. It's like, they got hit. Imagine what happened, you know? Yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of that. You can't see the opponent. Yeah, I don't actually see what happened to Kain in those situations. And Rock has that problem. Terry has that problem. Some characters in the game do not have that issue. Like Marco is like not that way, you know? Yeah, I think there's some good supers in here. There is some really good ones. Clearly Tizok was a mega highlight with his like extra bonus thing in the end. I did like Gato's super. I was a big fan of it. Fettuccine's super is pretty amazing. Marco's super, I think, might be my overall favorite. I'm not gonna lie. It might end up being one of the best ones in the game, like straight up. I think overall for rating everything across the board, I don't usually do this, but if we're rating everything across the board, I think the supers in this game get like a 6.5. Like the majority of them, even if they're SPGs, some of them were like only okay. And the majority of supers, even level 1s to level 2s, are only okay as well. Some of them are really good, like really good. I think overall, I think the supers are kind of like a 6.5, even though I think they have done some better supers in KOF 15 and even KOF 14 to a certain degree. I think there are some better supers in some of the older 3D